Walter is the author of 5 books on both business and professional practices, and he built 3 businesses over the years. One that was very local, one that was on a national scale, and one, Relocation Resources International, which is a global company. And from that experience and his other experiences in his professional career, he's written a book called The 3 Pillars of Sustainable Profit and Growth. And I'm pleased to present Walt to you today so he can talk to you about the tenets of that book and some of the experiences that he has had in his life that have made him the success that he is.
I took all of this past experience and what we'd gone through before, and I said, what's happening? Where is business going today? And the premise was the reality, and I saw it back then, and it really is crystallized since then, that we are definitely in a world economy, and that world economy is technology and information based. It takes no, I think everybody's pretty much aware from this financial crisis we've been going through that we certainly are in an interlocking world economy. It's all together, all fitting together. The objective of all for-profit businesses, obviously, is sustainable profit and growth. The key word is sustainable, one that will last the test of time through the up markets and the down markets. What's required? Obviously, a sustainable competitive advantage. And in my estimation, there is only one sustainable competitive advantage left to any business from here on out, and that's the quality of the human talent that you can recruit, develop, and retain. To attract, develop, and retain the best talent requires an organization that has a set of values, a quality of leadership, and a depth of organization that resonates with today's knowledge workers. Now, recruiting and selecting, it all starts here. Everything that's going to be good, wonderful, great, or terrible in your company starts with the selection process, and it begins really in recruiting. But it all starts there. I'm going to share with you in a minute what some of our philosophy on mutual expectations, but I'll give you my personal philosophy. The failure of all types of relationships, whether they're partnerships, joint ventures, or even marriage, it all relates to not understanding each other's expectations of what the relationship is going to be about. It's the key, second to marriage, in business, working together in business, it is one of expectations. All recruits, all new hires come into your company with a set of expectations. You're either going to define those or you're not, and if you don't, you're in trouble. Pay and benefits, they've got to reflect your core values, your culture. You got to walk the talk. That's what it really comes down to. Our standard operating procedure in recruiting was very methodical. It took time. We exposed the candidates to our culture, our core values, our mission, our vision, our mutual expectations, and we said it's incumbent upon you, it's important for your future, potential future of this company, that you clearly understand these, ask questions if you have any concerns, and if you're not comfortable with them, do yourself a favor, do us a favor, seek employment elsewhere, basically. Values applied retention. Never forget that the best retention is your culture itself. If you have an employee, if your employees are looking forward to going into work each day or working each day, wherever they are, they like the people they work with, they're proud of the company they work for, that's the best retention vehicle you'll ever get. Now let me jump to the second pillar, which is leadership. First of all, take care of your employees first, because if you take care of your employees, they're going to take care of your customers and clients, right? And that means the company's going to grow, and you're going to take care of yourself too. Charisma versus character, just a sidebar here. I'm always leery of the leaders, quote unquote, that exude charm and charisma, because many times it's just camouflage for no real interest or fit with real leadership. Self-confidence, I had probably on average 10 direct reports. and over the years in the different companies, and my deal was always the same. I said to them, you have got to tell me if I'm full of you-know-what, okay? If I'm full of beans, you tell me, okay? The deal is, I can reciprocate, and I don't want to have your nose get out of joint when I do it. We got to have open dialogue, and we got to be honest with one another. It's the only way we're going to grow and prosper. Executive compensation, just a couple of words on that. Seriously out of control, obviously. Just non-performance oriented, sick. It's just really bad. 1978, the first Fortune 500 CEO got base salary of over $1 million, and then the floodgates opened from that particular point. Who's at fault on this insanity that's out there? It's the stockholders. You know, in the classic pattern, stockholders elect board of directors allow, hire and set compensation for officers. It's absolutely crazy. Making decisions, I'm talking tough decisions, like the Tylenol one I mentioned for J&J. Our decisions at RRI after 9/11, there's two things that in making decisions. Let your core values and your culture be your guide, because it's there. It tells you what to do and how to do it. Now, let me jump to the last pillar, organization. Remember, we're talking about values, leadership, and organization that resonates with today's knowledge workers. The way an organization is structured has some unintended consequences, and I'll give you just one example. You're an account manager, and you get a call from an irate client, and the client says, in essence, hey, I just got an invoice or an activity report that is just riddled with errors and problems. It's terrible. I'm having a tough time with this. And there's a theory X and there's a theory Y response to that. Here's the theory X. God. IT and finance must have screwed up. The theory Y approach is, I'm sorry, Sally, we obviously screwed up here, and I'll get right into it, okay? That's the result of how your organization is structured, whether it's vertical, horizontal, whether it's by function or process. And before I wrap up and kind of review here, I'll open the floor to any questions, comments, anything at all.
Before I get to my question, I just wanted to comment that, you know, at meetings like these, we hear from a lot of whiz kids and B-school experts and theoreticians who may understand at an abstract level what these things are about, but it's a privilege for us to hear from someone who's made it work in our industry in such a recognized way. So
thank you, John.
I very much applaud you being here.
Thank you for your kind attention. I enjoyed it. Thank you.